Close. Mackenzie Salmon reports from Omaha as Mississippi State prepares to play Oregon State in the College World Series. Mackenzie Salmon, Mississippi Clarion LedgerOMAHA, NEB, for a team that was giving up nearly 7 runs a game in the postseason and relying on scoring 8 or more runs to win a ballgame. Mississippi State is pitching pretty darn well through 2 games here. Ethan Small pitched 7 scoreless innings in the Bulldogs College World Series opener against Washington, and the bullpen finished off the shutout in a 1-0 win over the Huskies. Then, Connor Pilkington and Cole Gordon combined to allow just 2 runs over 9 innings in the Bulldogs' 12-2 win over North Carolina. Friday's starter Jacob Billingsley swears he doesn't know what's gotten into the Bulldogs since the World Series began. He just hopes it continues when he takes the mound against the Oregon State Beavers at 2 p.m. Friday, when a win will put Mississippi State into the National Championship Series. "I'm sure it will be awesome in the moment," Billingsley said following Thursday's practice at Creighton University. "I've been waiting on this situation and dreaming about it since I was a kid. We're going to try to treat it just like any other game, but I'm super excited." Mississippi State pitcher Jacob Billingsley throws the ball during the bottom of the first inning against Southern Miss on Sunday at Pete Taylor Park. Susan Broadbridge, Hattiesburg American, for Billingsley, a 5th-year senior from Senatobia, getting the nod to start Friday's game at TD Ameritrade Park is the next logical step in a career arc that began 7 years ago. Billingsley didn't start pitching until he was a junior in high school. He went 12-2 his first season pitching for Magnolia Heights in Senatobia with a 1.75 ERA. His second year, he went 10-0 with a 0.54 ERA and was named May's Player of the Year. He redshirted in 2014 and threw out of the pen for 2 years before he got a chance to start last season after arm injuries wreaked havoc on the Mississippi State pitching staff. He's won some big games since then, none bigger than in Hattiesburg last year, when he gave the Bulldogs a 1-run, complete game win over Southern Miss in the regional round of the NCAA tournament. A year and 17 days later, he's being called on again. This time, it's an even bigger stage. Mississippi State pitcher Jacob Billingsley celebrates after a strikeout during Sunday's win over Samford in Tallahassee, Florida. Photo, Kelly Donahoe, MSU Athletics. "Of course, every time I go out I'm trying to give my best," Billingsley said. "But a big game like this one is where the younger guys might get sped up and caught up in the moment. You just have to treat it like it's just another game, like a midweek game or an SEC game." His demeanor might help him there. Watching him at practice Thursday, you'd never know Billingsley was preparing to pitch the biggest game of his life. After throwing a brief bullpen session, the 23-year-old right-hander, who will be 24 next month, smiled as he joked with teammates. But that seems to be his personality. He's a leader in the clubhouse. MSU coach Gary Henderson called him extremely thorough in his preparation, but he's not afraid to have some fun. We heard from head coach Gary Henderson and Cole Gordon after batting practice this morning, and then the team made a trip to the Children's Hospital. Mackenzie Salmon, Mississippi Clarion Ledger. A quick story. Billingsley is a key part of a new tradition that Bulldogs center fielder Jake Mangum credited Thursday with helping turn the season around. Reliever Riley Self, another Magnolia Heights product, started the tradition of turning up the volume and blasting Nickelback in the Bulldog locker room before games on Sundays, Billingsley's regular day to pitch. About halfway through the season, the series against Ole Miss the first week in April, to be exact, the Bulldogs started wearing the all-black jerseys, cranking up the music and calling it Nickelback Sundays. Billingsley got into it. "It was just kind of this fun thing that we started doing," he said. But for some reason, it worked. Since then, the Bulldogs are 7-2 on Sundays, with most of the wins coming with Billingsley on the mound. He'll have to do it without the mojo Friday, as the Bulldogs are wearing maroon. What else? But Henderson said he's hoping Billingsley's got at least one more big postseason start in him. "Some kids, they rise to the moment," Henderson said. "He's pitched well in big games. That's why I have confidence in him, the team has confidence in him, and hopefully he'll go out and have another big performance for us tomorrow. More. 3 things to note from MSU's 1-0 win over Washington. More. 3 keys to Mississippi State's 12-2 win over North Carolina in the College World Series. More. This Bulldog family slept in a tent in Omaha for first 2 MSU World Series victories. More. The mayor delivers for Mississippi State, on the field and in the locker room. Or, win it in a clutch situation. These Mississippi State Bulldogs can, and will more. Once playing for simple respect, Mississippi State prepares to compete for much, much more.